Welcome to this week's episode of Girl Core. It's your girl, Hallismmith, your host today. Guys, me and my friends thought that we were gonna have a European summer, and we are not, because we are in America and we are trying to make it a hot European summer. And yes, I know, before anybody says like, oh my gosh, like Europe's a big country, you stupid dumb American, we spit on you. Yeah, no shit, I know Europe is not one big country, okay? I'm speaking Western Europe, okay? It's typically where the tourists are touristing, the Americans, you know, okay? We're staying in France, Germany, Italy, you know, those places. You know what? Give me a map, guys. I can name every place in Europe. Oh, I know my freaking geography. Yes. Are Americans stupid a lot? Yes. Does any time my man introduces himself and people are like, oh, where's your husband from? And I say Sweden, and then they're like, oh, they make watches and stuff, right? Like Switzerland. Yeah, I know where Switzerland is. I was like, no, Sweden. And they think it's Switzerland. I don't know what happens with people, but everybody thinks that Sweden is Switzerland in America. I've had that happen so many times. And half the time I just go with it, because I'm not going to correct somebody if they're like, oh yeah, like he's from Switzerland, right? I don't know. People don't know where Sweden even is on the map sometimes in America. They think it's Switzerland. But that's besides the point. We are trying to have European summer in America, okay? We're in California, me and my girls, all my friends, and we thought we would show up to a jazz club, okay? Like a little jazzy jazz, like, you know, like they play the music, like some La La Land shit, you know? No, it was not La La Land. It was nothing. I wanted French Parisian cafe. I want smoke in the air. Sorry, like I'm not being offensive to the French. I'm mimicking their accent, guys. I can actually speak a little France, française. But we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna embarrass myself live. But I was imagining a cute little Parisian, you know, little red velvet seats, cushiony, small air, you know, little tucked in, little jazz club, okay? I wasn't exactly sure what to wear to a jazz club, if I'm being for real, and I kind of last minute got ready, so I like did not have enough time to really think through my outfit. I liked my outfit, but I wouldn't say it would give jazz club. If you check my Instagram, I'm like wearing like a little off-the-shoulder white top and a black mini skirt with some black knee-high boots, right, okay, painting the picture for you, little hair down, extensions in, braid, you know, it looked cute, but it wasn't jazz club. But anywho, we show up to this supposed jazz club in our jazz club outfits, and I'm with my man, my husband, I'm with my friend, and my other girlfriend, so it's all four of us. I pull up there and like immediately I'm like, where the frick are we? Like this area just does not give jazz club, you know what I mean? Like I'm expecting just more vibey. It looks like just like there could be like a grocery store right there, maybe a hardware store next door. Like it doesn't look cute. And then I see the sign. Guys, when I tell you from the outside, this place looked like an American Chuck E. Cheese almost. The way the sign, it said where the venue was, and there was glass windows. Like when you're walking down like a main street and you know you got a nail salon, you got a barber shop, you got a hardware store, and then there's a jazz club, glass windows, as if there should be mannequins in the windows, but there was couches, and you just see people, like two people in this entire jazz club, because it's completely glass for some ugly reason, and you see them sitting, and it's just a couple, and then one loner guy sitting just watching the jazz band. I'm so scared. I'm with my man and we're meeting our other two friends, and I'm like, dude, we're not going in here. I'm not going in there alone. I don't want to do it. We gotta wait till they pull up. Finally, friends pull up. We walk up to them. I'm like, guys, that's not giving what you think it's giving. It's giving Americano. It's not giving jazz Parisian, you know, smoke a little cigarette, have a little, you know, No. It's not it. It's America. We are in America. And I told them that. I'm like, guys, we're stupid. We're not. Who do we think we are? But we're like, you know what? Let's still go in. We gave it our try. We said we're gonna jazz club it up tonight. Let's jazz club it up. We go inside. There's an entire bar section completely filled. Like every bar seat's taken. People are chatting. I'm like, okay, a little better. But then there's like a second hallway, and that's where all the jazz music's coming from. You can see people, like the artist playing, and the two people that were sitting in there on the glass window I saw sitting inside there. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, like let's go up, let's get in there, you know, order a drink and then go watch the jazz. And then there's like bouncers in the hallway, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like $15 entry just to get into this room. But I'm like, there's literally two people in the whole room. The whole rest of the bar is just sitting here because they don't want to pay cover. And yes, I want to support the artist 1000%, but why isn't the restaurant, why isn't the bar supporting the artist? Instead of, you know, making them have to charge a cover just to walk down the hallway to watch them, and that's how they make their money, why isn't the bar just freaking, you know, everything they make on drinks that night, they split with the damn artist. Like, pay your freaking workers, pay your artists. It's not my job. That should be something negotiated with the bar. And I'm just like, like what? Like, I want to support artists, yes, but like I don't got it like that. Like, me and my friends, we don't want to all pay $15 cover, then buy drinks, then eat food. Like, we don't got that in the budget. All my friends have their money. We all have our money allotted somewhere else. We're saving for something else. We're trying to go somewhere, school. Like, we all got places to put that money, and it's not on a $15 cover in this weird American jazz club that's like not even it. Now, the jazz was nice, I tell you that, yes, but just like not cozy. It was a super big room, and it just was no vibe. There was complete sunlight just shining into the room because of the glass windows. It was not cute. It was not cute, okay? But then we're like, okay, pivot guys, I need to get out of here. There was too many like gentlemen staring at us in like a very like, who the hell are you? Because that's what I was thinking too. Like, the age group in here was like 65, 55 and up, okay? We'll say 50, you know, 55, 65 is the age group there. We're all like 22, 23, like, no. So we're like, okay, no, this is weird. Let's go. We can just feel the judgment. Let's get out of here. Everybody else is dressed super casual. We all dressed up a little bit, you know, but that was not the vibe there, because that was just an American bar, exactly how it is. Americans dressing like Americans, I know. But we were not. We were stepping out, and then we're like, okay, pivot, new plan. We're kind of like thinking of places. There's like a good pizza place, but I'm like, don't really want pizza. And if I'm being fucking for real, guys, I ate before. Yeah. But this is the thing. My friends were like, oh, we're gonna meet at the jazz club, right? And then they're like, yeah, we'll grab like drinks and little snacks at the jazz club. I thought we're gonna be at the jazz club all night. Okay, it went till 10. And then maybe get a drink after that. But I mainly just prepared for like eating, you know, little chips, a little almond, a little, you know, charcuterie baby board at the jazz club. So I was like, a girl needs to eat, okay? I'm trying to get my gains right now. I've been going to the gym. I've been lifting weights. I'm trying to get a fat dump truck. So I need to get my protein in. So I made a quick little chicken tikka masala, and I took it with me in the car right there, which also, have you ever tried to eat chicken tikka masala in the car? Sorry, I don't know why I'm choking on that word. But yeah, the chicken tikka and me were having issues because I was wearing an all white top, and my man was like, you chose the most terrible ever food to try to drive and eat with, like a red saucy chicken and rice. Like, this is not gonna work. But I'm like, you know what, it's okay, I'm bringing it anyways. I need to eat something, so you're driving, I'll eat. So I was being so freaking careful, but of course I spilled some, like whatever. I tried, but I really wanted to make sure I got my protein in, especially because I knew I was gonna be eating, and I wasn't gonna be eating, and that I was gonna be drinking. I knew these bitches were gonna try to make me drink, because me and my man, we're not really big drinkers. I don't really drink that much, guys. Like, I like a little of, you know, California sober, you know, like I'll garden, I'll take a little puff. Yes, I was like, my diet is not going to be good. So I ate, but then we're all planning on going to another restaurant to eat. And I'm like, okay, it needs to be light because pizza is too heavy. So I was like, what about sushi? And everybody agreed sushi was it, because we're all like, I think all of us kind of ate, if I'm being for real. Like, if I'm being so like real, I think like everybody had a little snacky snack maybe beforehand. My friends, we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the sushi restaurant. We pulled up to the sushi restaurant. We're sitting down, and I'm like, these bitches are being a little bubbly. They're being a little extra bubbly up in here, a little extra, you know. And they were like, yeah, like we pre-gamed like some wine. I'm like, you pre-gamed the jazz club? But they were like, yeah, you know, like we weren't sure like what it was gonna be like, so like we just wanted to do a little pre-game. And I was like, fair enough. Uno reverse, I also pre-gamed. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, but I just took like my little, you know, candy, a little gardener candy. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. So pretty much we then are like, okay, let's get some sake. Let's do it. At first we're like, should we drink? And then we're like, why not? Because the sake looked really good. It was like this peach one, I believe. It was like a peach sake, and then like some type of other flavored sake. And we're gonna split it. You know, they're like those little kind of big glasses, not exactly a shot glass, like bigger somewhat, but yeah, we figured it's kind of gonna be like that size, and that we all want to share it because it's just me and my two friends, because my man's not drinking. He was our driver that night, so he was our DD, so he wasn't drinking. So we're like, let's split it. So we order, and our little lady, she was so sweet, but she was just like, yeah, like you actually maybe don't want to order that one. She's like, because you guys are trying to share it, right? And we were like, yeah, we are trying to share. She's like, yeah, no, that's good. Like, that's really good. Love sharing. But she was like, I recommend you order this other bottle. I literally meant to take a picture, guys, of the sake, because she told us, don't drink that syrupy shit. It's going to taste like shit. You guys are making a mistake, especially if you want to share. This is actually a bottle. You guys get to share a bottle for the same price of like 2 little shots, almost sizes. So she comes back, pours it. She's like, try that. We sip it, we're like, ooh, this is smooth, guys. The sake was smooth. It was nice, bitter, but not like alcohol that burns. That's what I love about sake. Sake does not burn usually. So that was really good. And then she's like, you know what, guys? I bring you some. I'll bring you some. Like, one second. She runs off. It's kind of busy, you know, it's a little busy sushi restaurant on a Thursday night. So we're like, whatever. She comes back with a little peach one. She's like, try that. Like, I just wanted to show you guys. So we all try it. We're like, woo woo. And she's like, yeah, right? And it was just like syrup, like drinking like a sugary candy, sweet little candy syrup sugar. I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of reminded me of a flavor of like one of these old like little Mexican candies I would get at the ice cream truck when I was a kid. It had like that super sweetness, and that was the sake. And we were like, thank you, babe, for leading us away from that sake, because we were making a mistake there. She was so sweet though too. She gave us pep talks. Like, once she got comfortable with that and she saw like we are down, you know, biatches, and we don't mind mixing up our menu and trying new stuff, she was recommending us left and right. We were like, I'll take this roll. She was like, no. If you like that, take this. And I was like, okay, respect. And then, you know, we're like, okay, I want this roll and this roll. She's like, babe, you get this, even better, more flavor, bigger. We were like, down. She got us on dessert too. She pitched that to us, and we were like, you know what? Yes, matcha tempura fried ice cream. And she was like, we don't have matcha, you dumb bitches. I just said that. You are too drunk and high, because the sake started running, and then we just got dumber with her. But I think she kind of noticed, and she thought it was funny, because she came to pick up, like, I eat like a little child. On the side note, like, my plate is always a mess. I always spill shit. There's always just like ripped up paper. I don't know. I'm not like a clean girl eater. I don't know, some reason wherever I eat, like my plate area always just looks like a mess. And I don't like eat like a pig. I promise I don't eat like a pig, but somehow it does look like a pig was eating every time I get up from the dinner table. So mine looks like a freaking mess. And she's like, you know what, darling, we're gonna get you like some napkins and cover the soy sauce and all the shit you spilt, because we don't want your nice purse getting dirty. Because my nice purse was sitting on the table, my little cute Coach bag, love her. And she was like, we don't want to get that, you know, dirty. So she comes over, and I'm like trying to lift up the glass, and then she's like, oh, let me get you guys some more water. So she comes back with the water, fixes my glass setup because I had like a mess at my area. And then she's like, oh, do you want some more? And I like lift up my sake glass, and I'm like, yeah, totally. And all my friends are like, bitch, she wants your water, not more sake, we're fucking out. And she was like, oh, maybe it's time. Like, she was having a laugh with us because we were being drunker and dumber by the minute. And my man was just like, you guys are so loud, you damn Americans. You know, he's the only European in the gang. And he's just like, you fuckers are being so loud. You guys are shouting in this restaurant. Like, this is so not Swede, because, you know, Swedes are very like calm, polite. I mean, give them some alcohol and then they're down. But like, Swedish people are very reserved before they get the alcohol. Pretty much. Bring it back. We are chatting it up loud as shit in the restaurant, and we're like, okay, girls, it's time. We gotta pivot, because I think the restaurant's about to close. We've had ice cream, we've had drinks, we're now a little tipsy. What's the move? And like, we could kind of feel like, okay, we could go home. Let's like take a nice little walk though, because we're kind of on like a promenade, so you can like walk around. So I'm like, let's go for a little walksies. So all of us start walking around, we're just like chit-chatting, and then we hear this music coming out of this club. But it's bad, it's terrible, it's drunk people screaming type of music. And we're like, karaoke! You know, we're all feeling a little buzzed. We're like, okay, wait, no, like, let's walk down the street a little bit, let's finish this lap, and then we'll circle back and we'll take a peek in. If the karaoke looks fun, we chill for a second. I don't know, maybe we do some freaking karaoke. So we walk down, we're chatting, we're laughing, just reminiscing, and then we walk up the street and we're like, okay, let's go inside. We get our IDs. It is not busy. It's like a Thursday night in this like town, so like there is not a lot of people out. We go through the security into this little karaoke bar scene, and like there's good music playing. Like, now there's been a pause, so there's just like some like DJ on set in between the next amazing America's Next Top, you know, singer. So we're just listening to the music. We're like, okay, like it's interesting vibes, to say the least. Immediately upon entering, you can just tell this audience is a little bit never left their hometown vibes. You know what I mean? Like, just those people where like you didn't move away. You didn't move away, you know? You stayed here and you did your thing. So we were just like, okay, like this is something. But let me tell you that there was a lot of girls dancing around, and there was a bit of a situation, and that would be the smell coming from the girlies, kitty cats. I don't want to say fish, because I hate calling girls, you know, kitty cats, fish. That's kind of offensive, which is why I love the Scandinavian term I learned from my man. I don't know if it's actually Scandinavian and if other countries use this, but he told me it, and he says his friends do, and I don't know, he's Swedish, so we're gonna say it's a Scandinavian thing. But he said him and his friends were like, oh yeah, disco kitty. Disco kitty is what you call a girl's you know, kitty cat when she's been dancing in the club. When she's been dancing in the club and it's a little hot down there, we say disco kitty instead of fishy, because fishy kind of is mean, and it happens. Like disco kitty happens. You're sweaty, you're hot, you're dancing, you're having fun. That's a good sign. But disco kitty was happening in the karaoke bar. And I was like, oof, guys, if you don't already know, just make sure to give your little, you know, your disco kitty, when you get home, wash that area. You don't need a douche. You don't need to do anything crazy when you wash, you know, the kitty cat, but take a little, you know, take the water of the hose, you know, pull it down and give it a little spritz down there, because it was a little stinky. It was a little stinky. And I was kind of like just trying to hold my breath. I was like, this is a little rank. This is a little rank, you know? Like, you just gotta wash down there, girls. And make sure when you use whatever rags you use to wash the kitty cat or anything, that you wash those rags, you know? Don't let it sit wet in the shower and grow mildew and then use that to wash your kitty cat. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And the loofahs, guys, loofahs have so much bacteria. You know, you always need something to actually like clean yourself with, but I'm not team loofah, because loofahs just hold so much bacteria. And if you're using that also to clean down there on the kitty cat down under in Australia, you know what I mean? It's not going to go well. So just keep that in mind. Disco kitty happens, but you can make sure you stay fresh as well. Maybe a little pH bounce. I don't know. Eat some yogurt. I hope for the better. But as well, these girlies, besides having a little disco kitty, we were like, okay, we need to get a drink or something. I don't know. But then all me and my friends were like, oh, we have work in the morning, la la la, I don't want to drink. You know what happens when you're in your 20s. Everybody's being all responsible and shit. So we're like, oh, fine, okay, what about we try to do some karaoke? And the group's like, no. But me and my friend are like, you know what, fuck it. We want to do some karaoke. We're like, let us go check the set list. If the set list isn't that long and we can be like, you know, up not too long, like we can be there soon, we'll do some karaoke and then we'll get a drink. Because if we're not going to do karaoke, there's no point getting a drink and then just going home, la 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 la. So we go up and we see like, okay, there's only like 6 people ahead of us if we put our name down. So we're like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do some karaoke. So we write our names down for the karaoke. We pre-talked and we were like, okay, the song is gonna be Lay All Your Love on Me by ABBA. We shot out some other ideas like Spice Girls, Pussycat Dolls. We had some of those songs. Azalea Banks was my guy. He recommended that, my friend. But I was like, that's a little too fast paced. We need to be able to keep the rhythm, and we're already a little lit, you know, so we're not gonna have much luck. So then we laid on ABBA. We had Dancing Queen, but of course Dancing Queen's good, but like we wanted more. We wanted like a duo vibe. So we chose Lay All Your Love on Me. And we see on this chalkboard above the bar, and it says like $10 for a shot of whiskey and 1 beer. And we're like, that sounds like the price for me. Yes sir, yes sir. So we're like, you know what, for the karaoke, we need to get a little gassed up before. So we grab the bartender and we're like, girl, we want this. She sets us up. When I tell you, this was not a shot of whiskey, this was a glass of whiskey. This was disgusting. Guys, I have not drinking whiskey since I stole it out of my parents' liquor cabinet when I was in high school. I don't drink whiskey like that. No. I like gin, I like vodka, I like all those, you know, shit. I'll take a Smirnoff before, or what is that? Not Smirnoff, Fireball. I'll take Fireball before I took whiskey. But she pours us a glass of whiskey and gives us a beer, and we're like, okay, bitch, we gotta man up. We gotta woman up and drink this shit right now. Let's do it. Okay, so we grab a little shot. My man's like, girl, you're gonna feel so sick. Like, we do not drink, so like I am not good at, you know, drinking. And I'm like, I don't know, we're gonna finish the shot. Like, I was bitching out. I was trying to bitch out of my shot. My other friend was like, girl, I'll help you. Like, I'll finish whatever you don't finish. But I was like, no, I can't bitch out because I honestly need this liquid fire right now to fire me up to do this damn karaoke, because now I'm actually scared. I was getting a little stage fright. So I was like, you know what? I need this shot. So me and my friend are just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we grab the shot, chug it. I actually get it all down in one shot. The freaking glass of whiskey, and I chase it with my shitty ass cheap beer, which wasn't too bad because my friend also grabbed like some water, so I was like chasing it with the beer and the water, which is gross, but it still got rid of that burn. And because I'm a little grandma, I fished down in my purse and I found some like old mints that I had down there, like a little gum and some mints. I found a Jolly Rancher, so I ate a Jolly Rancher, gave my friend a mint, and that really helped my stomach post whiskey shot. But eventually, like, we kept waiting, we started getting nervouser. I thought I was literally gonna puke when I knew my name was about to be called for the karaoke. I was so scared. Me and my friend were like, we need to back out of this. Why did we think this was gonna be fun? But we're like, no, we can't bitch out. Okay, guys, we have to do it. Finally, our name is called. We go up there. Me and my friend, we like discussed like our dance routine, okay? Because obviously we were gonna have a dance routine with our karaoke routine, and we both know the song super well. You know, Lay All Your Love on Me by ABBA. We got this down. I'm imagining the beach scene, you know, where she's like, yeah, I wasn't jealous before we met. And then she like, you know, chases him down on the beach. That's what I thought me and my friend were gonna be doing. Little did I know Mr. Boy was gonna get stage fright. He got a little stage fright up there. All of our rehearsed ideas and moves, he was not performing. I was trying to get closer to him so we could start doing our little shimmy act that we practiced, and he's like running away from me. And I'm like, come here. Like, I have like the microphone, so I couldn't go that far, and neither could he. But literally, he was just like inching back towards our friends. Like, by the end of it, they were like, no, you guys were like in the center, and then you guys migrated like all the way right. They're like, it was wild. Like he was running from me. I was like, boy, what happened to our dance routine? He's like, I don't know, like I blacked out. Honestly, fair enough, it was blackout worthy. But I do have to say, we had some amazing audience participation. Some people, you know, we had to watch a few karaoke's before us, and you know, there were some people, they didn't like it. Lots of people got off the dance floor, everybody walked away, everybody went to the bar. But during our song, people started coming in, watching, you know, the girls in the crowd got more into it, were feeling it better, started singing with us, the DJ started getting more into it. It's a great song. Like any ABBA song, as long as they're the upbeat ones, really cheers up a crowd. So I would say we had some amazing audience participation. Did we sing great? No, by no means. Guys, if I ever thought I was a good singer, I am not. I have had that seconded. Karaoke will humble you. If you ever think, oh, I might be able to sing, go do karaoke. And if you can sing karaoke and sound good, then you're a good singer. Trust me, you most likely are not. I found that out, okay? I found out, me and my friend, we thought we could each kind of sing, you know, like low-key. We heard ourselves in the shower. We can't. We fucking can't. I literally posted like a little clip-it of us singing on Instagram, like on my page, on my wall, and I had to mute that shit. I had to mute that shit because all you hear is, oh, you love on me, and you hear like a microphone like, like we're putting them too close together. Yeah, it was a shit show for the noise. Luckily, they play the, you know, music track just a little bit louder than the microphone, or else it would have been even worse. But I literally could not post the video on Instagram with the sound because I was like, I don't want to be bullied for my terrible singing, and nor do I want people to hear me singing this bad. This is terrible. But it was really fun. Obviously, we were a little bit shaken up after. We were like, oh my gosh, adrenaline. They were like, okay, let's leave. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. It's time to go. It's time to go. So I was like, okay, happy, let's go. We finished our drinks. We had done the beers and chugged everything right before, and we were like, this was a good night. Although we failed initially to try to go to the jazz club and be sophisticated and make, you know, America summer, European summer, even though it failed, we circled it back and brought it right back up with a super fun sushi and little karaoke date. So, you know, this is just your reminder. Any bad weekend, any bad plan can always be switched around. You just need to pivot. If you can change direction in life, if you can shift your mindset, if you can shift the night, you will have a better time and a better life. Okay, guys, it is time for Q&A time. Guys, I'm so bad sometimes at remembering to DM you that I answered your question. I've been trying to be better at that. So just make sure, you know, always listen at the end of the episode. Maybe it's your question, because maybe sometimes I just forget to DM you guys. But first question of the day. Hey girl, I need some advice. My hookup wants to do back shots, but I'm scared of him seeing my booty hole. Like, what if it's dark or weird or anything? Okay, if you are scared of your man seeing, you know, that little peach from the back, you know, when you're face down, back up. Yeah, when you're doing that and you're a little nervous, don't be. They think it's so hot. Guys think that little, you know, spot right above there when you're in the air with your hips is so hot. They think your asshole's hot. Don't be worried about it. Obviously, the only thing to look out for when you're, you know, doing that is just to make sure your booty hole's clean. Make sure you're wiping. I always have, like, you know, unscented wipes, you know, bathroom wipes above my toilet. Or girls, periods, things like that. It's so nice to have like a little wet wipe on hand. Always use a little wet wipe. You have those little ones, I think like the Honey Pot, Honest, they have some really good ones that you can like keep in your purse. So if you're sleeping over at his house, or maybe you know, get a little frisky after a dinner date, you can have something easily accessible in your purse to give a quick wipe if you're scared of there being a little something on your booty hole. But no, guys think the booty hole is so hot. I feel that too. Like, don't look at it, but every time, like, guys want to grab it. Guys want to touch it. Don't worry, babe. They're not saying ew. They're saying ah. They want that, you know, spot really bad. Okay, next question. Please, can you give me tips on hand jobs? I feel like I am just mid at them. Although my boyfriend says I'm good, I low-key just want to wow him. Okay, wowing your man with a little handy action is easier than you think. I would just say don't be, like, going crazy doing the salt and pepper move. Okay, so the salt and pepper is where you're doing the up, down, up, down, up, down. Don't be salt and peppering super quickly, like a ninja grip, you know, going crazy, choking, like no, no, no. Release the grip a little bit, okay? Yes, you want movement, but it really depends too if they are circumcised or uncircumcised, because if they are uncircumcised, they have more skin you can play with when you're jerking them off, and if they're circumcised, they have like no skin there to jerk off. So if he is not, you really want to make sure it's wet, wet, wet. Like if you gotta put your fingers down your throat a little bit, just to get a little spit, and then dip it back on there. And even if it is uncircumcised and you have that skin, just do that same little trick. I just like reach my fingers down a little bit down, and then I just like, it makes more spit come up, and then I just, you know, put that on my hand, rub it down. Or you can directly spit on the dick, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can do that. So you can directly spit on the dick, but make sure it's wet. Make sure you know if he's, you know, circumcised or uncircumcised. And then as well, it's more about keeping a good pace. The thing is, if you can't hold a pace for a minute while you're doing something, don't try it. If you can't go super fast for over like 15 seconds, don't do it. If you can keep that medium, nice pace going consistently, do that instead. Because most thing that guys say is just like girls kind of mess up the rhythm. Just like guys, when we have them going down under to Australia, down to the kitty cats, and they mess up the rhythm, girls, we do the same thing. We mess up the rhythm sometimes. Make sure you keep the rhythm going, especially at the end of the show, at the end of the finish line, right before they have reached that O. You want to make sure you keep the rhythm, or else they're going to be like, you're going to reach that point, and then you like lose the rhythm, and then it takes longer, and then they're in their head, and then they're like, and then you lose the moment. So keep your rhythm, super important. Keep it smooth, and it will go amazingly for you doing a little hand-to-hand action with the pink water bottle. Hand on the pink water bottle action will be excellent. Okay, last question. Hey girl, I know you have probably covered this many times, but you can please explain one more time how to make out with someone with tongue. What to do if he puts his mouth on, what to do if he puts his in your mouth, and depending on what you choose, the top or bottom lip, does it make it harder to kiss somebody? So, sorry, that was a long question. Does it make it harder to kiss somebody? La la la, got it. Okay, so pretty much, kissing with tongue is easier than you think, even though it is scary. It's scary to everybody before you start getting used to kissing with tongue, but yes, what I say is always go in, you know, turn your head a little bit. You go in for the kiss, and then you'll kind of feel which lip you like better, top or bottom, and then kind of, you know, focus on one lip at a time. I think bad kissers are trying to focus on both lips at once, and then that's where their mouth is kind of just like a suction over yours, and it's just too much. It's way better to focus on one lip, top or bottom, and that way you can just give that kind of the attention, and then your mouth is halfway like halfway open, not like a big like no, I want it just like barely like your little mouth breather. Okay, do a little mouth breather, like small open, and then you're kind of just like peeking the tongue out. Okay, your tongue is kind of like in like a turtle shell, and you're gonna bring it out and then come back a little in, go a little left, swerve a little right, but like just barely out. And then you kind of can add a little more pressure and a little more in, but you don't want to be like putting your entire tongue down somebody's throat, down somebody, in somebody's mouth, okay? If your tongue is like if you're fully extended with your tongue, you are not doing a good job kissing for your first time. Because yes, sometimes when you're in the passion, like there's been those moments, you know, where you're just heavily making out and you just want like their face in your face, and they want that too, so you are tongue wrestling, then yes. But most of the time when you start kissing, before you really get that passion going, it's a light little in and out tongue movement, not fully extended. Stay relaxed, keep your lips relaxed. Really, the best thing too is like, no, you can't pick a bad lip. There's not going to be like really too much different technique with the lip. The only difference I would say from top to bottom lip when you're kissing is that bottom lip is usually the easier lip to kind of nibble on. Not that the top lip isn't, but you need a good juicy top lip to be able to have like a good nibble action easily if you're kissing their top lip. Like they need a good top lip. Usually it's easier if you like to do little nibbles. I go to the bottom lip to nibble. Like I'll kind of switch them, you know, I'll go down a little bit while they go up, and then, you know, kind of take care of that. But that's the only thing that's really different if you choose top or bottom lip. And guys, that wraps another episode of Girl Core. I love you guys. I will see you next Sunday for another amazing episode with me. Mwah!